Welcome to Perception versus Reality, Sports and Culture. Please enjoy this PVR clip and catch the full episode on our YouTube channel later this week.
Big game this week, the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, the Patriots versus the LA Rams. I think it's going to be a great game. I think you have a franchise with a lot of legacy versus an up and coming franchise. And you got an old coach which is probably the greatest coach in history versus one of the young geniuses in the league. And I think everything says this game is going to be a good game. And so I just want to go through and have you guys tell me who you think going to win the game, why do you think they're going to win, and who is your MVP prediction for the game. I'll give you mine starting out. I think my prediction is 31-27 Rams. And the reason I picked the Rams is because the Patriots, although Brady has performed great during this playoff run, he's performed great. He's had some hiccups here and there with a few interceptions, but overall, I think that the key to the Patriots getting to the Super Bowl has been a running game with Sonny Michel, and Sonny Michel has averaged 100 plus yards a game, a couple of touchdowns in each game. He's been carrying that team and putting Brady in the position to where he can make those late game heroics and runs and throw touchdowns to end the game. Sonny Michel has been a key to that team. And you know what's on the other side? Aaron Donald and what's the guy named from Detroit? I'm losing my thought. Adamakin Sue. Adamakin Sue. You got those big fellas over there on the other side, and you got Wade Phillips calling the defensive plays and scheming against this team. He's had 2 weeks, and he's one of the greatest defensive coordinators we've seen. I think they're going to shut down the running game. Brady is going to have to drop back. Gronk is not the receiver he used to be. And guess what, Elderman? You have some great corners over there on the LA Rams side that can cover slot receivers, that can cover outside receivers. You got big corners like Talib that can cover tight ends. So I think it's going to be down to Brady using his arm. And although I think he will play a good game, I just think they're going to shut down the run and force him to pass, and the receivers aren't going to be able to do what they've normally done in the past. And so that's the reason I have the Rams winning 31-27, high scoring game. And my MVP is Ty Gurley. Ty Gurley had particularly played well. He didn't particularly play well, I would say, in the NFC Championship game. He played well against the Cowboys. But I see him having a bounce back game. I see him wanting to prove himself, and I think he's going to have 140 total yards, receiving and rushing, and 2 touchdowns, and he'll get the game MVP. I'm gonna start off with I think I went Liam last time. Let's do Nearly first this time.
Yeah, so I mean, we actually agree as far as the prediction. I got the Rams. I got the Rams winning 27-24. Now, conventional wisdom would say go with the old, well trained, been there, seen it all, coach and Bill Belichick, like you said, one of the greatest coaches of all time in any sport. And then you also have the greatest quarterback in all time of all time. So I've seen it all. Brady is as clutch as he's ever going to be. So conventional wisdom would say pick the Patriots. But also, I feel like all good things must come to an end. So I think now you got, the polar opposite. You got the young, new mind and the up and coming talented quarterback that had the high expectations. Brady was the underdog. It's like the perfect polar opposites. And I think the Rams can dethrone him this particular time. Now, the one thing you typically have to do to Tom Brady to upset him in the playoffs is get some pressure in his face, right up the middle. And he can't see his throwing lanes, things like that, because he's gonna get the ball off quick. And you got the ultimate player to do it in Aaron Donald. You got the best defensive tackle in the league, coming straight downhill. So I'm sure they're gonna try to do something to throw him off, and get him or scheme him out of the game. But at the same time, like you brought up, you got Ndamukong Suh on the other side, right there coming up the middle. So there's going to be some disruption. Tom Brady is not going to be able to stand in the pocket and throw how he needs to, and the Rams will be able to put up some points. So I got both teams scoring, in the mid ranges there. It's not going to be too high flying. It'll be a pretty consistent game. I think it'll be competitive throughout, but I think Brady's going to have a rough night. And as far as that's concerned, I think if the person that needs to be given the proper credit for the Rams winning the game, if they win in the way that I expect them to, is given that credit, then Aaron Donald will have to be the MVP. He's, single-handedly
Oh,
almost supposed to
that's a
be the
good one.
person. that's going to take down Tom Brady. Now, it's been I can't tell you the last time a defensive lineman, let alone a defensive tackle, probably won a Super Bowl MVP. I think Ray Lewis may have been the last defensive MVP. But I got Aaron Donald coming in the game, getting 2 sacks, plenty of pressures. I think there'll be a key forced fumble that he'll come up with, something like that. I think Aaron Donald will win the MVP. The Rams will win the
Good,
game.
good curveball, good curveball. Because I didn't see. I think Aaron Donald will have a good game, but I didn't see MVP type performance because Brady don't take a lot of sacks. But
Right.
that's a good long shot. So maybe you'll be right. And I think the last MVP was what's the guy name from Denver? Uh,
Von Miller.
Von
Von
Miller against
Miller,
Cam
yeah.
Newton.
Von
Yeah,
Miller
he had
did.
two
Yeah.
strip fumbles. Yeah, in
Yeah.
the recovery. Go ahead, Leon. Go ahead, Leon, with your prediction.
Oh man, this was tough because I think the Rams do match up. Because on the outside, I'm looking at what scares me is not necessarily Donald because I think Brady can get the ball off quick. It's Talib and that bump man-to-man coverage. Last time Talib was defending against Tom Brady and Wade Phillips was a defensive coordinator, they blitzed and played man. Now they did have Harris and Roby who were better at the second and third level than because Marcus Peters is a back off corner. He hates
Mhm.
man, can't play man. He likes to play zone. So he's not what Harris will be. But they man, I'm gonna still go 31-28 Patriots. And this is what I predict from the Patriots. And I could be wrong. I think what they should do is come out and they should go shotgun the whole game. They should come out shotgun, no huddle, and wear down Aaron Donald and get the ball out quick. Now, I don't think they need to come in with a traditional, what they've been doing, 2 tight end sets. I think they need to come out, spread them out. The grunt would be a matchup because if Talib is holding a receiver, their safety, Lamarcus Joyner, who's from Miami, they went to Florida State, he is 5'8". He can't, I mean, it's a mismatch. Their safeties are 5'8" and 5'10". So if you're looking at that, they don't have a matchup there. If they put Talib the only guy that they could put on Grunt, that's going to leave Edelman to do his damage. So to me, their weakness to find, and the Rams linebackers ain't that great. So your weakness is really that second level and finding the mismatches in that safety. So I wouldn't come out and run it. And I've seen, when Patriots play the Steelers, that's what they do. They come out, the previous game they played the Colts, I think one game, run it. They have 2 tight ends. Next week they come out, throw it 50 times.
Good
And I
point.
think this will be a game to watch to see if they go that route because Aaron Donald is nothing they could do up with that unless they have a great game plan for Aaron Donald. I just don't see it. He had 20 and a half sacks from the D tackle position. So I don't think he can be blocked. And with Sue and Michael Brockers and those guys, they're too big up front. Let's spread them out, make them run sideline to sideline, wear them down, make them run the whole game with them screens, them long plays to the sideline. And then that's what I would do against this Rams team. And I think the Patriots are capable of doing. Also on the backside, quickly, the Rams offense, they haven't been the same since they lost Cooper Kupp. So their offense isn't explosive. They wanted to do run game and play action. Todd Gurley didn't make an impact because he was hurt, and he's still hurt. So I don't know about Gurley. C.J. Anderson could do it, but the offense, to beat the Patriots, you beat them in a secondary. You put points on them like the Eagles did. So
That's true.
the weakness of the Patriots is not the strength of the Rams right now. So I'm worried about that. But good game. I say 31-28.
Who's your MVP?
Oh, if the Patriots win, the MVP has to be Tom Brady. If Tom Brady ain't the MVP, Patriots can't win this game. I mean, because
Tom,
they're not really talented on the roster, to be honest, enough for somebody else to have like a huge game, unless it's Gronk or Edelman. Maybe Michelle may have come out and run the ball. I just don't see it against that front, but maybe he come out and run the ball. He runs the ball, it should be to him. So we'll see.
all right, cool. So we got Rams, Patriots, and we got Todd Gurley MVP prediction, Aaron Donald MVP prediction, and Tom Brady.
Thank you for listening to the PVR Sports Podcast. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch new episodes and PVR clips. Like our Facebook page and share with your friends if you enjoyed this podcast. As we say in the South, catch you later.